Yo, it's Worm. Today I'm going to be doing a Fortnite Lego guide on the Frostland Expert. If you want to complete the quest Survival Expert, just follow this guide. It is to show you how to do stage 1 of 2, defeat a Stormwild Frostland Brute, and then build a level 10 village. Once completed, you will unlock the Frostlands trophy. This guide continues from where we finished creating the Grasslands Village 10 village. We're now going to go create some epic weapons where we can actually challenge the storm brutes. We're going to need a forest axe, an epic pickaxe, and eventually we're going to make an epic crossbow. To get started, head to the crafting bench. We're now going to look at the requirements to build a forest axe. We're going to need a copper bar and knot rod. So we're going to head over to the drylands and find a lava cave. We're going to spend a little time farming minerals in here because we're going to need them to make the weapons. The first one we're going to use is copper. Copper is a brown-like substance, and when you break it down, it will drop 7 copper at a time. The next one is basically killing a shell-like crab thing. It's called a blaster. He will drop you a blast core. Next mineral is basically called a bright core. These are found on the floor where the lava is. These drop in 7. They do take a little while to pickaxe with the rare pickaxe. The last material to find in here is oxygen. You're going to find a blue rock, it drops in 7. Once we've got all these materials, we're then going to be able to build some weapons. Once you head back to the crafting bench, we can now create the forest axe. We now need to get copper bar from the copper and knot rod. To create copper plate, we need to make a metal smelter. The materials we got earlier from the lava cave we can now use. So we need 15 bright core, oxygen slab 35 and 3 blast cores. We're now going to get the recipe for copper bar. To make copper bar, you just have to add 3 copper and 6 bright core. You'll get 3 bar from it. Now we've got that cooking, we're now going to go into the grasslands cave and farm some knot rot. Make sure you have a uncommon axe and above to farm it. Head back to the lumber mill and we're now going to convert the knot rot into knot rod. You now have all the resources to create the forest axe. The forest axe is now 7, so now we can farm the trees in the Frostland. Once you break the tree and collect the wood, you have now got a new recipe called Frostpine Rod. That has unlocked the recipe to make the epic pickaxe. So we're going to need 8 obsidian slab and 5 frostpine rod. So if we go to lumber mill, we can now convert the frost pine into frostpine rod. While that's transferring, we're then going to go make some obsidian slab using the stone breaker. What we collected earlier from the lava cave, we're now going to convert the obsidian into obsidian slab. Once we've got all them ingredients, we can now create the rare pickaxe. The rare pickaxe will do 4 damage. That means we can now go farm things in the Frostlands, including iron. Before we head over to the caves, we're going to make some chili burgers. To make chili burgers, just add chili to your barn where the cow is. If you leave it long enough, you will get these chili burgers, aka spicy burgers. The spicy burgers will basically eat to heal, reduce hunger and temporarily increase cold resistance. So when we go in this cave, we're going to be able to resist the coldness because at the moment we're pretty cold. So once we eat a chili burger, we will get a 10-minute timer keeping us warm. Also, if you carry a torch, it will also keep us warm as well, meaning our temperature will be higher so we won't freeze to death. We're now going to go farm this new material using the epic pickaxe. It does 21 damage to it, so it's going to go down really quickly. It's going to drop in 7s and you're going to get iron. Iron is going to give you a lot of recipes. So you head back to the metal smelter. We can now create iron bars. All you need to do is add 1 iron and 2 bright core like the copper bar, and this will be a new material you can use to create weapons. This will unlock a new item we can create in the workbench called the Recurve Crossbow. This is going to be a really cool weapon to use. To create it, we're going to need 8 frostpine rod, 3 iron bar and 1 drawstring. To create the drawstring, head over to the spinning wheel. We need 25 fines and we're going to turn that into cord. Once you've got the 5 cord from it, we're then going to turn that into drawstring. So you need 5 cord, that equals 1 drawstring. So altogether you need 25 fines. This is going to take a little while to convert. Once it's converted, you now have a drawstring. The next thing to do is obviously collect the wood from the lumber mill, and then you have all 3 ingredients and you can now create this cool weapon, the Recurve Crossbow. The Recurve Crossbow will do 14 damage each time it hits a shot, and it'll double if you hit them in the head. To create arrows, you clearly just need 2 things. You need wood and feathers. To get feathers, all you've got to do is go kill a chicken. The chicken will basically drop you 1 feather, and you just need to break a tree and it'll give you wood. Once you've got them 2 resources, head back and we can now create 8 arrows from just 1 feather and 1 piece of wood. It does stack up to 80 as well, so you can carry that in 1 slot. We're now going to upgrade the weapon's damage. To that, we need to make an essence table. The essence table can be created using 20 flexwood and 6 cut amber. Rough amber can be found in the dry lands on top of the rocks or cliffs, and it is gold looking. If you use an uncommon pickaxe and above, you'll be able to farm it. It will drop in 2s. If you jump and pickaxe, it literally farms it quicker because it does 24 damage, depending on your pickaxe. Head back to your village and we're now going to use the gem cutter we made earlier on in the game, in the last video, and we're going to convert the rough amber into cut amber. It's basically 1 in, 1 out, just like the lumber mill. To get flexwood, you'll need to use a rare axe and farm this cactus. This will be found in the desert area. The large cactus will drop 7 every time. Once you have 20 flexwood and 6 cut amber, we can now create the essence table. This is basically going to upgrade our weapon damage or add extra features, but in this case we want to increase the Recurve Crossbow up. So every time you add the essence of damage, it's going to add 3 damage to it. To upgrade it, you're going to need these 2 resources. You're going to need the rough ruby. This is found in the lava caves and it is the red rock. And then of course you need the blast core 1. So every time you add this essence of damage, you're going to get plus 3 damage. You can only do this 3 times. As you can see, it's now gone up to 17 damage. A headshot will do 34 damage overall. It's now time to go find a brute in the Frostlands. It's best to do this at night time because you're going to get assistance from the wild animals. So don't forget to carry your torch because you're going to freeze and also eat that burger. We're going to be doing this from distance, so that's the whole point of having the crossbow. We're going to try to stay away from him and just hit body shot after body shot. He's going to spit some like toxic at you. Try to avoid it because he will kill you if it does hit you if you don't have enough hearts. Also, you will probably die from being like cold if you don't eat the burgers. While we're fighting him, we're going to build a crafting bench. Make sure you have wood and feather so you can keep making arrows. But beware of the skeletons if you do make them on the outside because they can attack you. Also, if you're on the edge of the grasslands, he won't come towards you, so you always do it from distance. So he'll just spare you, so you can keep shooting from distance. Once you eliminate, you will get the notification on the left hand side, so you complete stage 1 of 2 of the Frostlands. If you go around, collect all the resources, you're then going to be able to collect your prize. Yep, you have now got the frozen brute scale. This is going to be able to make other things of this, so if you go to the crafting bench, you can make other things. See, the first step is done. The second step is creating a level 10 village. To do that, go to the Frostlands and place a village square. To get started, you need to go to utility and build a village square with 10 wood and 10 granite. As soon as you place it, your village should be on village level 1. We're now going to get all the way up to 10 to complete the quest. All the way from 1 to 6 is very similar to the grasslands, so we're going to skip through these stages. If you want to know the walkthrough, just watch my last video. So we're just going to fast forward all the way to level 6. Now we are here at level 6 and you want to upgrade it to level 7. To do that, we're going to need Frostpine. Frostpine is found from basically farming the trees in Frostland. By now you should have enough resources by killing that brute. You're also going to need some copper bars, and you need a village comfort level zone in your village, so you need to build a few things and add it and make it pretty. To upgrade your village to level 8, we need to do a few things. We need to increase the comfort level to 8, we need frostpine rods, we need a new material called malachite, and then we need iron bar. To find malachite gem, you need to build up very high and go into the mountains. You're going to find this new rock. You can only find it in the Frostlands and it's always up high. Once you pickaxe it, it's going to drop you 7 at a time. Once you've got enough of that, we're then going to head into the caves and we're going to farm some iron bars. To do that, we obviously have to go find iron and then convert it later on using the metal smelter. So we just have to farm these caves for a little while. Just remember to keep your temperature high or you're going to freeze to death. Once you have all 3 materials, we can then upgrade the village. To get level 9, we need to do a few more things. It does get a little bit complicated. We now need to increase our village comfort level to 9, get macalite slab, iron bar and rough sapphire. Apologies about pronunciation, I can't say them. Anyway, we're going to head over to the Frostland caves and we're now going to go start farming some materials. Some are harder to find than others. So once you're in here, make sure you have a torch and your NPC with you and he'll protect you. We're now going to try to find this blue kind of rock. This is like a gem, so it's going to drop in 2s. It's quite annoying to find, so if you've already farmed a cave, you need to go look for a new cave. So this is called rough sapphire. You're going to need around 20, so you need to farm about 10 of these rocks. These can only be found inside the caves. We then need to go back up top and we now need to go farm some more of this lovely rock, macalite. You can only farm 4 of these because if they break 7 you only need 25 altogether. So it's not going to take that long. The quickest way to farm these is jumping and just hitting them because it's going to take 4 hits to hit them. Once you've got enough of that, head over to your stonebreaker and convert it into malachite slab. Once you have all these resources, we can now upgrade the village to level 9. The last village upgrade is pretty similar to the last one, but this time you need to make the sulfur into cut sulfur. So you're going to need 30 macalite slab, 25 iron bar and 30 cut sulfur. It's just basically you're going to go farming around and get all this stuff. It's pretty long-winded, but it's really quick if you have the stuff already. Once you have the sulfur, go over to the gem cutter and turn it into cut sulfur. This is going to take quite a long while, especially if you need to make the iron bars on the metal smelter. Once you've got all 3 materials that you need, we can now finally upgrade the village to level 10 and be done with this. Yay, we've completed it and we've also unlocked some achievements and some new recipes. We've also got this new building recipe for llama statue gold and of course the Frostlands trophy. If you head over to your decorations now and go to sculptures, go all the way down to the bottom, you're going to find a new one. And yep, it's the one we've just unlocked. we've unlocked the Frostlands trophy. It's a pretty cool trophy. It does light up in the dark, and it shows that you completed this expert mode. Once you're back to the lobby, you're going to get this trophy, and it's going to say congratulations. You can now use this trophy whenever you play Fortnite Lego, as long as you've got Iron Bar available. Also, if we head over to the Lego quests, we can go all the way to the top, and we can see we've unlocked the Frostlands expert trophy. That's a tick. You go all the way down to the bottom, it also shows you that you completed the 2 tasks, including defeating the frozen brute and making a level 10 village. The Frostland is the hardest one out of all 3, so once you've done that, that's the hard bit done. Anyway guys, I hope this helped. If you need any more help, just leave a comment. Until next time, peace.